We've got our two demo teams there. We've got our forward pack. Again, we're going from a scrum, Austin. We've got Vianu out there. So if we just set up that first breakdown.
OK, well, it started with Slater, didn't it? Slater passed the ball from the base. It was a bit strange. He had Gito in behind. He passed the ball from the base. He hits Vianu, gets tackled, goes to ground. As they go over, as you said, and we're seeing this a lot now, we're seeing forwards get into a position really early and become quite static.
So I'm Don Barrow, and no criticism of him, but as he's come round, he hasn't timed his run particularly well, so he can't put any pace onto the ball. So he's had to slow down and stop. And he's faced with a wall of defenders. OK, and in the end, he just ends up taking the ball from a static situation and gets knocked back on the gain line. Some of the better sides who are playing both at international level, as they take the ball from you, they're looking maybe to tip it on one pass and just create a bit of space. And if you're New Zealand, you're actually taking the breakdown 2 or 3 passes away and making the space between these defenders quite difficult.
Well, it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? New Zealand obviously trying to beat the guy to the inside shoulder with a third run, and normally a back rower. But if you're taking the ball static, what you're finding is you're going to get double hit from both sides. So you're going to lose your momentum in the tackle, much more difficult to latch. You often find yourself on the floor a lot quicker. And also from a nines point of view, it's a much more difficult pass. This is a really messy area. There's feet everywhere. And if you're trying to hit someone without getting out and away, it's really tough to do. That's why I love the line that you used to run, 20 years ago when you played.
In black and white, Betamax only.
Because it's great for the scrum half as well. I mean, talk us through the line you used to run.
You try and come on an arc. If you're the blind side flanker, you drop back, you wait for the breakdown to develop, and you're coming round on more of an arc. And actually, I'm aiming for between the fly half and the inside centre, and I'm trying to take this line here and get this guy to bite in on me and play the ball there. Or, if I'm coming round, again, take the pass from you, I'll try and get in round the top and then get over the top as well. So there's lots of different options. What I'd need, though, is if I'm coming on an arc, I need one of my players to come in and straighten up.
Well, the reason why I like that as well from a forward is that when you see a forward come round and he's got momentum and he's in motion, you often get hit from a low tackle or a high tackle. They target the ball, but it's always an inside shoulder which allows you to keep the leg drive going. This guy occasionally steps in. But also, from a nines point of view, we have a new 9 playing now. You look at this defensively. So we're the defender now. I'll step in as the bodyguard. So if we come back round the corner again, Lol, you think you're the second defender here. Here's what you see. The 9 picks up. You can't leave your guard, so you have to stay for him a little bit. He holds you enough. You then have to get out, and you're stretching to the tackle. You're making arm tackles. You're making longer body tackles. So you make a lot more ground.
And I just think for someone like Nathan Hughes, who ends up tackling, such a big guy, you don't want him hitting you front on. You want to stretch him and make him have to chase his legs, so he has to reach for the tackle, and then you've got the chance of having offloads either side.
We're seeing it all the time, aren't we? The pyramid, the triangle, the 3 performers. What I'd like to see teams do is get the 2 guys in position and have that third runner come right through the middle at pace, holding defenders, straightening up. He can either use the ball behind, like Bath do, or, as we said, make ground, get momentum and get their side going forward.